So, one of those times that I wasn't filming, I made mounts. This is a top mount, top mount, and then the bottom is down there. Let me see. Move the intercooler. Kind of a mess down here. And then that's the bottom mount, obviously. I did this, but I didn't film. But yeah. So bottom, say dog bone mount, and the top mount. So my motor is not going anywhere. It's just valve cover shaking. So the other things that I got done so far is I got my intake manifold resurfaced. So exhaust was resurfaced as well and welded. There's a lot of things I got done with this exhaust. It's still warped. It's not perfect, but it's gonna seal. I got everything resurfaced. Waste skid dump tube, that's all good. So just got that done. The other thing I was just working on, this is like all boring stuff. I'd rather update you than try and film it, because filming is I guess it's kind of boring, but it is what it is. So this radiator used to sit all the way up here. You can see this bolt used to be a mount that would hold the radiator. So I lifted, I lowered it probably like 3 inches. So yep. What else? I was trying to mock up the intercooler. As you can see, I cut out this side, because before it was pretty tight. You can see all the scratches, so I'm just trying to set it up pretty good. But as of right now, motor's in. I got a starter. The DSG is basically ready to go. Shifter cable is already mounted underneath. Turn this fan off. Yeah. So just like slow progress. Oh, the other thing too is mounting the DSG. You move the motor to the passengers by quite a bit. The tensioner is really close to the firewall. Alternator is closer. Like everything's closer. Even my coil used to mount here pretty good, but now I have to relocate it because it's too close to the cam. Gotta move that. But yeah, just like slowly making progress. And then the other thing too is, so I can't really tell you where I left off last time I filmed this, but it's a little bit of progress been made. Obviously motor's in. I got a Mark IV valve cover, welded a couple bungs in there for catch can. That's not finalized yet. I don't know if you remember, but my ignition coils used to be right here, but because of the DSG, everything's moved over. I pushed everything as far this way as possible to try and kind of like balance the weight. That's my thinking. So this had to be moved here. Catch can used to be here. I always wanted to move the catch can out of here because it's right in front of the wheel. If anything happens, oil on the tire. So there's that. What else? DSG's in. It still hasn't been wired. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I did a what's that called? A tone ring for a wheel speed sensor, but it's not done. Also, because I'm not gonna be using my clutch anymore, I pulled the booster off because the DSG comes really close. Pull the booster off. I'm just gonna close that up and use my clutch pedal as my brake pedal now. I have this T right here for the brakes that way, passenger and driver's, but I gotta install a brake switch here for the DSG. So that's the plan with that. But other than that, I was just fighting with the battery here. I was trying to crank the motor, but this is a battery that was in here before. That thing's completely dead. Completely dead. It wouldn't even crank. It wouldn't even prime the fuel pump. So I grabbed this out of another car out there, and it cranks now. I had the box here to charge that battery for like half an hour. That didn't do shit. So pay attention to fuel pressure, which is right here. It says oil P. Let me try to get this whole thing in here. Come on. Alright. Oil P, you see that? Now let's crank it. We got good oil pressure, fuel pump's kicking in, so I should be able to crank it or try and start it now. So let's see if it'll start. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the car, crank it, see. Oh shoot. Gotta plug in the injectors. I was only doing that so I can prime the oil pump, which right is primed, and then also the coils are unplugged. So let's try and fire it up for real this time. See if it'll start. I do smell fuel. E85. Oh, here it is. Dumbass boy. I know. The coil is not grounded. How about that? Alright, so grounded it right here. Alright, take whatever it is. So oil cooler is what's, well, trans cooler is what was leaking. I pulled it off, and what did I do with those O-rings? Yeah, there's two O-rings right there, and they are, one of them was, this one is cooked. So I'll replace them and see what happens. Car's on the ground, finally. I'm just about to find out if the car will move back and forth with the DSG. I can hear it cut, sometimes it doesn't cut, like the actual pop.